Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Nicole, did you guys accept that offer?
We did. We went ahead and accepted it last night. Even though we had a bunch of showings scheduled for today, he was like, I'm just ready to be done. He's like, I don't want people in my house. He's like, let's just accept it. I was like, okay.
It was a good offer.
It was, so.
Yeah, still decent closing.
Yeah. He's just at this point he's given up because he knows he's not going to be able to be here for the closing. So now he's really got to find somebody for power of attorney. Yeah. Yeah, I called title and they said that he either has to get a power of attorney for someone who's here or a power of attorney for someone who's in the United States, and they would do it like a mail away closing. Or before he leaves, he has to go down to title and sign as many documents as he can and just leave the buyer's signature empty.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, the seller doesn't sign a whole lot.
Yeah, so he's going to try and find a power of attorney because that was obviously is the easiest one out of all those options. But then if not, then that's kind of like our last resort is him signing as many as he can before he leaves. Yeah.
Good morning, Ms. Benson.
Good morning. Doing.
Miss Teresa, how are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm eating some cereal, so I don't want you all to witness that.
You got to add a picture to your Zoom profile so it's not just your name. Have your headshots on.
It's okay.
I love that Mary's got her powerful affirmation right there to her right on the whiteboard.
Yes, I keep that in my office so I see it all the time to remind me that I can do this.
I like it. Good morning, Larry. Larry down in Mexico.
Unfortunately, no. Back home.
How do the showings and sellings and listings and all this stuff down there?
Because it's Mexico, the buyer, of course, wants additional information, but is seriously interested in making a $200,000 offer on a house lot combo in Las Conchas to house a custom home that was built, never completed. It's been sitting, so we feel like he feels like he's got a good opportunity here to acquire not only a house on a full lot, but a lot adjacent to it, so that he can renovate this place, turn it into a rental,
Build another one.
take a strip of land to park his RV on so he can live in that and build another house to sell.
Wow.
Cool stuff.
I got to learn about the Mexican land because my last understanding it was all leased and you couldn't own it.
That's, and years ago that was kind of what it was, but the whole lease thing is not the picture anymore. There's a thing called a bank trust, or in Spanish, fideicomiso, and it basically is a warranty deed for foreigners.
Gotcha.
What it is, though, is it has a time period. So it's either 20 years, 30 years, or 50 years. But at the end of it, you can just renew it. You just have to pay all the fees to do so.
How costly is that?
The bank trust fees are several $1,000s, depending on the situation. It can be anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000. Sometimes it can be $9,000 to $11,000. But again, it's a very secure document. And once you've got a trust deed or a fideicomiso on a piece of property, it's held by a bank, not the government. The government can't come in and go, "Oh, we'd like our land back. Thanks. We're just going to nullify your document," and that's the end. So it's pretty firm, and many people have that, and it's the comfort zone. The bank trust creates the comfort zone for foreigners, not just Americans, but foreigner from any country, to own property in Mexico. So it's good stuff. So there's that. There's also, you can do a Mexican corporation, just like an LLC in the States. tax benefits, you know, if you're going to be buying and selling property. It's a very long story, but yeah,
I like it.
but it's a process where they've improved the security for foreigners to own property in the country,
As they should.
as they should.
I'm against a green screen today, and I'm wearing a green shirt, so it's gonna have some fun with me today. I guarantee.
Actually, it looks more turquoise on this end.
Yeah, I'm turquoise on my shirt, but I'm in the green screen room at KLP. So,
Cool.
well, good morning, everyone. Got a new face, Courtney. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Mara. Good morning, Dick.
Morning.
Good morning,
Morning.
Jason. Good morning.
I'm being depressed. I just looked at Facebook.
Why are you being depressed?
Hope left us.
Oh yeah, last week.
Didn't know. Man, people call me all the freaking time, and I'm like, nope, I love KW. Sorry. No.
No, there was a lot of excuses behind that one, and I wish her the best, whatever adventure she wants to go on.
What happened?
Hope
What
luck.
are you talking about? Hope left? Oh,
Lost another one.
We didn't lose anything.
Well then, okay, let's move on.
We didn't
That's
lose anything.
comforting, though.
Sheep often get lost, and then they'll find their way back. We didn't lose anything.
Okay.
Losing has the connotation of never being able to find it.
Well, she was just a good contributor to our calls, is what I mean.
Yeah, so we didn't lose anything. She lost us.
Yes, indeed.
We will still be here when she decides that her adventures to the other green grass. There it
You
is.
know, I had a boss once tell me that if you think that you are irreplaceable, get a bucket of water, thrust your hand in the bucket of water and splash it around, and then pull your hand out and tell me where your hand was. No one's irreplaceable.
Just because you're necessary doesn't mean you're important. No, but that's the good thing is, guys, is people are going to grow. They're not going to, I wouldn't say outgrow us, but they're going to grow. They're going to grow in a path that they want to go into. And the ebb and flow of this business is what's new and shiny, what's been promised, what's been said. The earmark is in anyone's career, what you want to put into it's what you're going to get out of it, regardless of where you hang your license, who you partner with, what technologies you use. What you put in is what you get out. This is a direct input business. So I want you guys to ask yourselves the question right now, what if I couldn't fail?
Well, we're not going to fail. So that's not even a question, Dan.
Then why aren't you making more phone calls?
How do you know I'm not?
Your production levels.
Okay. Yeah,
One indicates the other.
I know.
Trust me, it's math.
I know.
But ask that question. What if I couldn't fail? What if I wouldn't blow this phone call? What if I didn't, what if I couldn't lose this client? How would you handle your business? Would you make that difficult phone call?
Would be making way more phone calls.
Right? So what if you couldn't fail? How would you handle your business? I love it, Nicole. I'd be making a lot more phone calls if I couldn't fail.
I'd be way more bold than I am now.
Yeah. I got 2 answers so far. Let's go around. What about you, Jason? What if you couldn't fail?
What? I'm sorry. It just came back in. What did you ask me?
Well, what if you
Yes.
couldn't fail? I want you
are
to
you asking me or the other Jason?
Well, you're the only Jason on the call.
Oh, well, sometimes I get confused because Laura has a Jason too. If I couldn't fail, I'd be licensed already.
Okay. How about you, Larry? What if you couldn't fail? How would business be different? What would you do differently right now?
I couldn't fail right now. Obviously, there'd be more productivity happening in the pipeline,
Yeah. And that comes from what?
doing more work.
In the form of?
Or I guess more attention, more purposeful, more E to P.
Gotcha. Miss Mara, how about you?
Well, my business has been ramping up, so I've just been trying not to stress myself out about it and know that I can handle it or get some help. Because I've only used a transaction coordinator once, I think. So I'm trying to wrap my head around how to get more help and not be overwhelmed. Because
So if you couldn't fail, you would do what? You would boost your business, build your business?
get a little bit more help.
Okay. You would need leverage. You would have to build a team.
Can you ask me?
No, you're next.
I'm next.
You are next.
Great. If I couldn't sell, I'd grab my accordion. I'd go down to the northeast corner of Kolb and Valencia. I would
Nick.
set a little stool.
The
I
question
would have
was,
a picture. I would have a picture of my monkey in a hospital bed saying, "I'm trying to raise money to pay for my monkey's hospital bills." And I keep playing the accordion until people screamed and gave me more money.
I don't think Dick heard the question. What if you could not fail?
Oh, I thought, what if I could not sell? If I could not fail,
What would you do differently with your business?
Boy, I'd like to share that with everyone I know. I would tell them, I'd figure out why I could not fail and share it with everyone I know here on this call. Even those who don't want to hear me. I would put it in Braille.
So you would teach your lessons, you'd teach your abilities to others.
Yes. And I'd give them a free access to this is my family room here. And it's my cat, Fritz, who's the bartender.
There you go. How about you, Miss Melissa? How would you handle your business different? What would be different with your business if you could not fail?
Be more productive, like you said, more phone calls, more involved.
Gotcha. What do you mean by being more involved?
Larry, that bad cough.
Teresa's house.
Just making my present, just be out there.
Gotcha. Being more accessible.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, Miss Renee, you kind of jumped in right now, but I came up with a question of today is, what if you could not fail? What would be different with your business? How would you handle it differently? What would you do?
I don't quite know what you mean. If you could not fail.
What if you couldn't fail? What if whatever you did, you were successful at? What if you could not fail?
I guess I don't know how to answer that.
What would you do differently with your business if everything you did was successful?
I don't know. Like I said, I just jumped in.
That was it. Everyone's been in the same place. That was the question posed.
Yeah, I guess I just don't understand how I don't understand how I'm supposed to answer that.
That's good. That's the thing is we got to get these blockers out of our way. The idea of failure is what keeps you from action. I don't make phone calls because I don't know what to say is an idea of failure. You're going to fail that phone call. I don't set more appointments because I feel like I'm not going to, win the deal. I don't talk to more people because I feel like I'm not good enough as an agent. You don't go out of your way to find business because you want to stay comfortable. You'll force yourself to do the product. You'll force yourself to be, productive and get out there and do things. But if you were to eliminate that little, story, that little negative story we tell ourselves, that bad thought, get rid of it and go, what if I couldn't fail? What would I do? I heard I would prospect way more. I would talk to more people. I'd have more appointments. I'd have more business. Now you see where I was going with it? It triggers your mind to think differently. If you start every interaction with that mindset as I can't fail, it's going to go a lot easier for you. Nicole, did you ever think you'd have a listing under contract?
I'm starting to think it wouldn't happen.
Now it got canceled and you got it back under contract within what, 12 hours?
Yeah.
Like, that's impressive. And all you had to do is pick up the phone and say, hey, would you like to put another offer in?
Yeah, I contacted the other agent because we had 3 agents, 3 offers the first time around. I contacted the other agent that put an offer on it and they never responded. And the one that did respond responded very quickly.
Good job.
That's awesome. Great job.
Thank
So,
you.
when you made those phone calls, was there an aspect of failure?
Yes, because I was scared that they were going to say that they already found something.
Okay. But you pushed through anyways.
Yeah.
And what happened?
And we got under contract last night.
Again. Just
Again.
boom.
Yeah, and what if you'd have waited an hour or two on that, making that phone call?
They could
Or
have found
another
another
hour.
home.
Another hour or two that they may have found something else.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's like, oh, I don't know whether I should call or not. Do I really, I'm not, pick up the phone.
So this pins into what I want to talk about with you guys is getting on the phones with your database. I got a Texas message from one of our new agents. She came over from Coldwell Banker, and Annette, English, she's like Pastor Kim. English is not her first language. It's like her fourth. And she's adopting the Keller Williams mentality of doing lead gen. There goes my shirt. I found the magic spot. I disappeared. See what?
Floating head. Whoa.
You remember the Jay Leno bit when he would do just the head and
Yeah.
dance around and stuff like that? Anyway,
That was before my time, Larry.
hardly.
But the thing is, I got a text this morning at 7:27 this morning. Yesterday with my calls, got potential 3 buyers from my database. Potentially 3 buyers, and this thing's gonna drive me nuts today.
So take your shirt off and just show your hair.
Hey, it's free entertainment for us.
It really is. It really is. I'm just gonna sit here and do this.
It's not a bad thing.
All seeing.
There's a mystical magic about you, Big Dan.
But yeah, so having her jump into her database, the first thing I talk to anyone, new agents, to sit down. So let's get your database in place. Let's start going through it. Let's be way more purposeful in our actions and get out of the fear mindset of I've got nothing to say. It's a failed phone call. It's a failed attempt. Having conversations. I got a text message the other day, or I was texting through my contacts, and my friend texts back. She goes, "You only ever reach out to me if something's going wrong. What's up? You okay?" And like that shined to me. I was like, I haven't done a good enough job to let her know that I'm just reaching out to say hi. She thinks something's wrong. And we've known each other for 15 years. So it's like, no, I just literally just called to see how you're doing. Like, that's it. So we always identify how we can be better. But, that was a question that was posed to me. I was reading the book I'm listening to right now is A More Beautiful Question. And one of the creative think triggers is to question, what if I couldn't fail? The what if triggers the how. What if I got this listing? How would I present it? How would I list it? How would I market it? Start thinking along those lines up front, and then you'll be able to capture more business because you're coming from a mindset of already having it. It's that your mindset is focused so much on, I already have the buyer, I already have the listing, I already have the massive success. How do I get there? It's mine. I just have to go get it. Mary's got her vision board. It's her powerful affirmation statement right there, and I can see it in camera. She can see it when she looks at it. That tells me that she is committed to growth. She's committed to changing her business. She's starting to see her business is there. She just needs to go get it. Mara, same with you. You said your business is growing. You're getting to the point where you're worried that you don't have enough support. That's a great problem to have. Now, how do we multiply Mara?
We get to work.
We get to work.
Well,
How do we multiply
did
Mara?
yeah, Teresa could help me, so that was awesome.
There you go. There's some help.
So while driving back from Rocky Point this a day and a half ago, I came up with a whole new spin on this business of making phone calls. Okay, so there's roughly 6,000 real estate agents in Tucson, right?
If not more.
Okay.
COVID
So-
created a lot of
How
them.
many?
Every minute
6,000 to 7,000.
that you think that you're going to be bothering someone, or the phone call may not go that well, so on and so forth, every minute that you have that thought, there's 6,000 other people who may remove you from the top of mind awareness of the person you're about to call and become their new real estate agent. Every minute, there are 6,000 chances someone's going to replace you if you don't pick up the phone and make the call.
Absolutely right. Raise your hand if you know the name Rob Lamb. You know what's kind of funny? The newer agents don't know who he is because he's no longer that mega agent in the marketplace. He's been replaced.
I've heard of him. I've heard of him before, but it's only because it's people that have used him for like years.
Yeah. Let me give you a piece of information on Rob Lamb. One of his own agents, one of his own support staff that I was on the phone with in a deal I did with him, I kind of was questioning some communication, and his own person said, well, Rob doesn't really handle that much stuff. And I'm like, what?
Just the name.
So yeah, it's just a name. He was big. He was everywhere.
Wild and woolly.
This is where you change that mindset to how could I do my business if I could not fail? What if I could not fail? What if the next phone call I make is $1 million listing? How are you going to handle that phone call?
I hang up. I don't want $1 million listing, baby.
I'll take it. I'll give you a good referral too. And shit, Nicole, take it.
All right.
Partner up.
When I get them, I will take the referral, but you can have them.
That's the thing is, what if, right? What if the next phone call you make is a referral whale for the rest of your life?
Well, my question is, why wouldn't you get the $1 million referral, Dick?
Because most $1 million listings take about a year to finally sell. They really do. And your odds are the owner or the seller is going to get tired that he hasn't sold it, and he's going to cancel out and relist with someone else. It happens all the time. But you've already spent a lot of money up front on all your marketing, your advertising. I'd much rather be looking at the $250,000 to $450,000 listings, because there you can sell them, and I can sell those all day long. But it's the $1 million listing that just sucks up your money and your time.
Yeah, it's a mindset thing, Dick. I know people that have $1 million listings that sold in 7 days.
Well, that's great, and that is their genre. But my genre is the 250 to 450. I'll take those all day and even on Sunday.
You're not wrong. How about this, Dick? Take both.
Pardon me?
Said I'd like to take both.
All right. Well, you know something? Truly, if someone offered me $1 million listing and I had a Dutch uncle talk with them ahead of time, I might be nice and take the listing.
Yeah, I think you would do a great job with that listing too, Dick. I have a feeling you would make some of the best content in the world around it.
I actually had one listing which I had a spaceship hovering over the guy's house, like a flying saucer, and Martian saying, "We heard so many good things about this house, we had to check it out."
I like it. So this is where we didn't do so much scripting today, because I really want to focus on the what if.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was so powerful to me this morning when it struck my brain. It was what if, and that's the what if triggers the how. what if I am going to be successful at real estate? How am I going to handle my business? How am I going to get there? What if massive success is just one phone call away? How am I going to handle the next phone call? What if I couldn't fail? What if everything I did was just massively successful? How would you handle your business? I can tell you right now that those of you who will start adopting that mentality will pick up the phone more. We'll throw the text out there. We'll walk with your head a little higher. You'll go make a friend. And that friend's going to send you some business, and that business is going to be great. But on the flip side, what if you don't do anything with it? What if you don't take any of the technology you have? What if you don't take any of the learning that you have? What if you don't take any of the guidance and teamwork and practice that you're around? What if you don't do anything with it? What's going to happen with your business?
It's just going to dry up.
You're going to become a statistic. You can either be a product of the market or an architect of the market. What do you want to do?
That floating head's beautiful.
Isn't it though? I'm trying to find it. There it is.
Oh my God, it's amazing. You should use that. Wear a chroma green shirt next time, so you don't have the shirt come back all the time.
So,
reminds me of the Wizard of Oz.
Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Well, I love the smart plans. I'm really digging into those. I'm changing them around, and I'm starting to assign them, and I think it's going to be very beneficial. I'm working on the contacts to make sure I have the right information, and I am calling to, try to get the addresses so I can put them on neighborhoods. I think that's going to be very, very good. So,
Hey, Dan,
Yes, sir.
question for you. What if we had a market so hot here in Tucson, a market across the country so hot that we had people from states like Oregon, Washington, California, the Midwest, all wanting to move to Arizona, and they don't want to move into Phoenix. They want to move someplace nice like Phoenix, like Tucson. What if we had a market that hot? What would you do?
well, we do.
I would make myself.
That's the answer. We do. So why aren't we screaming it to the mountains? We've got the greatest marketplace, the greatest place to live, and people are coming here. So you got a great opportunity right in your lap. All you got to do is keep doing a steady Eddie business, using the teamwork, using all the technology we have, and share it. Everybody in this call here will help you. Everyone will help you. Everyone will help me. Well, I hope that they would help me, but everybody, this is a team. This is the morning team. And we got a guy like Dan Caldwell, and I got to know Dan when he was working for the dark side before he came to Keller Williams. And he impressed me so much as being so out of the ordinary of the normal realtor. He was abnormal, and I loved it. And he was impressive. And then one day, Dan appeared at Keller Williams, and I say, Jesus, Dick, why didn't you ask Dan to come in under your mentorship or your tutorship or your, whatever. But Dan, you are a living example of mindset. And how old are you, Dan?
33.
That's the same age Jesus was when they got him. I mean, be careful about that. At 33, when I turned 33, I hid from people for a year. But nevertheless, you are epitome of what it takes as far as mindset. Everyone on this call has the same ability. You have to think, what if I can't fail? You don't think you can fail, can you?
To be honest, no, Dick. Because I have the mentality either I win or learn.
Right. That's the same mentality that I will today embrace with all my heart, all my soul, and with all my strength. And I think we all should do the same thing, and then figure out every day, ask the question, what if I can't fail? What should I do today? For me, I want to go to Disney
What
World.
should I do today? How about we change the question to this, Dick? What if I could not fail? What would I do to change my business today? Mara, find a TC. Grow that leverage. Grow your business. Jason, pass that damn test. Get licensed. Okay? Nicole, get another listing. Dick, go get 3 listings today. Because I know you can. Mary, get another one under contract. I know you can do it.
Actually, listing appointment 9 o'clock tomorrow morning on the northwest side for a house that's in mint condition. I'm so excited.
Me
It's not a
too.
listing. It's not a listing appointment, Larry. It's a contract signing.
Yes.
I have a closing today.
High five. But guys, whatever you do, do it with purpose. Do it to build your business. Do it to build your life to a bigger goal. And it's all about how you frame it. Like you said, Dick, it's all mindset. I can tell you I've struggled with mindset my whole life. I deal with it all the time. I can't stand my own thoughts sometimes. But I am blessed to be surrounded by people that challenge me to be bigger, to be better, bigger, and keep my mind sharper. So I start my day off with appreciation and gratitude. I hope you guys do the same. I have
Appreciate
a
you,
funny,
Dan.
funny way. What's that?
I said, appreciate you, Dan.
I appreciate you, Larry. I do. I genuinely love every one of you. I think you're amazing people. I'm blessed to be a part of this. I want us to grow. I'd like to have more people in the morning. You know, I wish Stormy would show up on time.
Yeah. Hi, Stormy. Nice to see you. Just in time for us all to leave.
Just in time. If a minute ago, if we'd have left on time, he wouldn't have been here. He'd have been like, no one's here. But guys,
better late than never, right?
right? Keep in mind, what if I couldn't fail? How would I do business? What if I couldn't fail? How would I grow my business? What if I couldn't fail? How would I handle my life? Go do big things. Go do greatness. But whatever you do, go do it.
Thanks,
I'll see
Dick.
y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to script around seller leads.
Great.
How to convert them from normal conversations. You guys like that?
Awesome. Yes.
It's going to be based off what we did yesterday, but we're gonna script around how to take a conversation and turn it into a seller lead.
Tomorrow, like in this or in Ignite?
Tomorrow, as in this.
Okay.
Ignite right now and tomorrow is going to be contracts. So if you guys struggle with some contracts and want some best tips from Wendy Trush, jump on in. It is going to be.
So the broker thing is at the same time as Ignite then?
Yeah, they're doing the broker class today from it's
Yeah.
It's the same.
That text wasn't very clear that
Yeah.
they sent last night.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
I have one last comment here. Be
Yes, sir.
persistence and not quitting. If you never quit and you keep being persistent, you will succeed. Believe me, how many times have any of us lost a sale and only by our persistence we were able to recover it and then go on to some really wonderful things happening to us. Do not quit. Keep being persistent. You're working for the greatest brokerage in all of Tucson, and go at it.
I love it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Persistence and preparation will lead to your paycheck. And
Bye,
that's
everybody.
that's coming from the floating head. I almost have it down. There it is.
Yep, there you go.
I'm gonna buy a green shirt now. I think
It's gonna sit here like this.
it's really cool. A floating head. I mean, whoa.
All right, guys. I'll see you all later.
Bye-bye.